Well, finished watching the Oprah interview, and what a non-interview. It's like the question is, they were discussing that I really feel this cosmic reason why I've been um, made to experience the same repeating pattern as, she had a father in her life that had this addiction and all this wealth and no sense of responsibility, and could fire anybody they wanted if they didn't go along with their agenda. And while they had the same behaviors, it's like they thought that the guys that were controlling their money shouldn't have the same behaviors as them and have control as to what's right and wrong. It's like, but she took the position of marrying Michael Jackson as the caregiver, and she just could save them because she knew oh so much better, and not realizing that she's playing the same game, that she does not have to be responsible or accountable. Her father didn't have to be responsible or accountable, but all of these guys that are stealing their money need to be responsible or accountable. And it's like watching two really, really wealthy people say, this is how, we wake up and know what reality is and how to create, that centered life that, we're getting it. They got nothing. She says, what's the purpose of all this? And her answer is, I don't know, I feel really unique in the world to have this experience. And then they moved on. It's like, why don't you, come on, let's get to the purpose. Why do you think that this is happening to you? Why do you think you have two rich people in your lives? Why do you think they both killed themselves because of drugs? Why do you think any of that's happening, especially in your life? Because whatever she's got to learn from this, all of humanity would learn, because of the level of popularity they have, the level of money they have, the level of how lost you are. If you end up finding yourself, you have the potential to, by example, teaching everybody else what you've learned from your lesson. So there's potential for massive growth if these people who want to find themselves actually find themselves, and they're searching for themselves, but they're still lost in their own illusion because they fire anybody that doesn't get on the same program as them. Who would Oprah have around her house if they actually forced her to take responsibility for her own bad behaviors? No, she fires them. I'm pretty sure there's a top secret, disclosure. You can't say anything about my life. If she censors anything that's being said about her, she knows she's doing something wrong that she doesn't want to be accountable for. I mean, Oprah's got her whole entire life all set up exactly like the dysfunction as Michael Jackson, and it's her wealth that's keeping her blocked. She's got a problem. She keeps saying about her weight problem, but we're not going to hear about her weight problem now, because it's not a problem, because it's medically diagnosed as not her problem anymore. It's a medical condition that you have zero control over your life. Um, this is just an example of, the kind of messed up logic that's going on with wealthy people. I mean, Oprah came from poverty. You think she'd know better, but she's got to be successful because she has to be on the air at all cost, and the economic machine has proven to her that she better say what they want to say, because they took her to court. She may have won, but she learned the big lesson that the machine will only let you say so much, because she won't say the truth. She's too freaking scared to say the truth, because the worst nightmare of her life was her court case of when the farmer, or the cattle, industry that was being destroyed to the point where she won't eat beef anymore. They threatened her not to say anything about it anymore. So now that all of the things that she knows is wrong, she won't say anything anymore, because she'll get sued, and being sued is the worst thing, even though she can afford to be sued and win for humanity. She just doesn't like the upsetness of it all. She's got it right that it's nothing personal. You're being sued because you're standing up for everybody, and the system is trying to make you be quiet, but you're not present because you're avoiding everything that's painful instead of finding out why is it causing you pain to be able to stand up for humanity to say the truth. Why is it painful to be in a court of law and say, you are wrong, you're a bully, I've got the money to take you to court to prove that you are wrong? Why does that feel so bad to stand up to people? But apparently, to stand up for people was the most painful thing for Oprah to do, according to her own words. So, that's why Oprah's not waking up. She's got too much money, and if everybody told her, hey, snap out of it, Oprah, she'd fire them instantly, just like Michael Jackson. Oprah is very much addicted to her money, as Michael Jackson was addicted to, his drugs. And Oprah's drugs are her food. And in the end, she'll probably die, my prediction, probably heart issues. Because she's not loving herself enough. She's not loving her body enough. Same thing I got to do with my own smoking addiction is you got to love yourself. You got to love your life enough to want to live and make good choices to make the body actually be healthy and live through. But if you're making decisions that you know damn well are causing your health issues, it's time to face that bear and find out what's the fear. Why is it so scary to speak your mind? A court case, you got all the money in the world, you can afford to fight for anything and prove a point, but that's a bad feeling. Controlling your eating is, why is controlling your eating a painful thing? There's something behind that, and it's like, face that bear and you'll get rid of your health issues. And I ain't calling you saying you have a health problem. You're the one that says you have a health problem. I'm just observing your observation of your own life that says, here, there's something unhealthy about my life. This is it. Let me broadcast the unhealthiness of my life. I'm just connecting the friggin' dots to say, well, maybe if you take a look at this and get rid of that health issue, the wrongness of your life, why don't you change the wrongness of your life into something that's good, and you'll get rid of the wrongness of your life and be the example for everybody to follow. But too much money. They'll fire you if you said anything. Peace out.